12, did you expect to make it to the cut?
Actually, I'm not, because I'm just here to fulfill the dream of my mom. So even to win in this competition, I have already a crown. Thank you.
Well, that makes you a true winner. Your question for tonight is, what social norms among LGBTQIA plus members that needs to be redefined or highlighted so that people may understand better the community where you belong? Once again, what social norms among LGBTQIA plus members that needs to be redefined or highlighted so that people may understand better the community where you belong?
We need to redefine the what do you call this? The respect to each other. Because having these norms that we have respect, just having those people around us giving love, it's just normal. But if we're going to redefine the respect, we're going to gain equality to each and every one. And we are fighting for equality. And if we're going to have this respect to each and every one, that we are the individual, that we have a different different perspective in life. So if we do have this respect, and we are going to redefine this respect, for sure, we're going to have an equally living life for the LGBT and for the straight. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that answer, Mr. Negros Occidental. And now, let's have our next keyword. We have world changing. And now let's draw a name. Okay, please step forward, Mr. Pangasinan, Bench Ortiz. Good evening, Bench. Congratulations for winning the Best in National Costume.
Yes, thank you so much. And good evening, everyone.
Now, are you ready for this? Your question for tonight. What is one world-changing idea you believe could significantly improve the lives of LGBTQIA plus people in the Philippines? Once again, what is one world-changing idea you believe could significantly improve the lives of LGBTQIA plus people in the Philippines?
I believe in visibility. Throughout the years, we always put in the back and we don't actually exist. Because we are gay, we are lesbians, we are trans. And because of the world is changing, I believe that visibility is important to us. And as someone who vying to be the next Mr. Gay World, I want to be that coach and I want to lead that visibility to everyone. Not only to the Philippines, but also to the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Bench. Wow, congratulations. Now, without further ado, let's have our next keyword. We have new beginnings. And to answer the question, new beginnings, so let's have Mark Golixel Lantican from Laguna. Okay, your question for tonight is, what advice can you give to a gay man who is planning to come out of his closet? Once again, what advice can you give to a gay man who is planning to come out of his closet?
First of all, you have to be lucky. You need to have luck. But don't get me wrong about luck. Luck is 99% preparation and only 1% chance. You have to be prepared to be discriminated. You have to be prepared that many will be against you. But there is what we call soul chance. That even how much we prepare for it, there's this, we need to surrender. There's no out of our hands. We have no control of it. And just we need prayers, we need faith. So it's basically luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Laguna. Okay, let's have our next keyword. Empowering. And the candidate who will answer that? Let's have Mr. Montinlupa, Miguel Hermina. Now your question for tonight is, as a gay man, how can you help develop an environment that would encourage LGBTQIA plus members to empower themselves or at least sustain their current status for them to be always relevant in our society? Once again, as a gay man, how can you help develop an environment that would encourage LGBTQIA plus members to empower themselves or at least sustain their current status for them to be always relevant in our society?
As a proud member of our community, which is LGBT, I must say that every member of our community should be proud and should be loud and proud for who really they are. Because we should continue to prove to everyone that being part of this community is not a disease. It is actually a gift, a rainbow, a color that gives color to the community. That will be it.
Thank you so much for that. Once again, Mr. Montinlupa. With that, let's have our next keyword. Achieving unity. Let's have Mr. Makati, Lord Ryan Ramos. Good evening.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, judges. Hi.
Your question for tonight is, how does achieving unity among different communities benefit society as a whole? Once again, how does achieving unity among different communities benefit society as a whole?
Achieving unity starts with family. If each member of the family is united, we can teach our children's children the value of life lessons. Life lessons that we can reach out to our community, our society, even the world, and especially the LGBT community. It is very, very dynamic now and aggressive. And it's about time that we reach out to all the members of the family, because if we're all united, the world will be a better place. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Makati. Wow, as I told you, they don't disappoint. Well, let's have our... Respect. And the semi-finalist to answer that. Well, let's have Mr. Zambales, Richard Farinas. Good evening, Mr. Zambales.
Good evening, everyone.
The question is actually short. How can we promote a culture of respect in our society? Once again, how can we promote a culture of respect in our society?
First and foremost, respect is something that we earn, not we impose. In earning the respect in cultural society, we must start it with ourselves. If we know how to respect ourselves, then we can go ahead and convey what we are trying to show to the people, how to respect each other. And if that happens, it will scatter not only here in our community, but across the world, and will leave a memorable legacy that the next generation will follow. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that answer, Mr. Zambales. It's a ripple effect. Now, let's have our next keyword. Embracing diversity. And the semi-finalist, oh, the crowd favorite, Mr. Antipolo, Charlie Rivera. Good evening, Mr. Antipolo. Your question for tonight is, as a gay man, what recent activity had you initiated or participated in that demonstrates your ability to embrace diversity to make a more inclusive society? Once again, as a gay man, what recent activity had you initiated or participated in that demonstrates your ability to embrace diversity to make a more inclusive society?
All right, thank you for the question. Prior to joining the Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024, I'd like to testify that I have already my fair share with my community by helping others through my privilege as a businessman. And I really wanted to collaborate with the Mr. Gay World Philippines organization in amplifying the core value and igniting the advocacy of its platform, which is embracing diversity as well. And I really wanted to reach out as well to our brothers and then sisters, to our rural and then remote area in the Philippines, where I believe that this community doesn't have enough access to equal rights, diversity, and of course, modern access to our discern information about our community. And thank you.
Thank you for that answer, Mr. Antipolo. Now let's have our next keyword.
Thank you.
Our word is acceptance. And the finalist is Mr. Malabon. Mark Bacongan. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening.
Your question for tonight is, how can we promote greater acceptance of LGBTQIA+ individuals in our communities? Once again, how can we promote greater acceptance of LGBTQIA+ individuals in our communities?
I believe the only way that we can ever get the respect or acceptance of other people around us is when we show them that we respect ourselves first. Not as a member of LGBT community, but as a person. We need to accept our differences, just like me. I know all of you are asking why I am here, why I am joined. Simply because I have a mission, and that is to accept people like me. Because other people judged me and told me that I'm not qualified enough to join a beauty pageant or national pageant like this. But it's whether you like it or not. You need to accept, because I have a person with a purpose, I have my advocacy, I have my passion, and I have my heart to serve people. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that answer, Mr. Malabon. With that, let's have our next keyword. The word is nurturing. And let's have Mr. San Juan, Lay Ponce, to answer the question. Good evening, Mr. San Juan.
Good evening.
Your question for tonight is, in what ways can we nurture the talents and potential of LGBTQIA+ youth? Once again, in what ways can we nurture the talents and potential of LGBTQIA+ youth?
I always believe that talents are not inborn. It is actually made. Those youth, they do have those talents, and in order for you to nurture it, you need to make them sure that they are well educated, that they have all the options to be anybody. You have to be, you are more than qualified to be anyone or anybody. Like if you, thank you.
Thank you so much for that answer. I believe our audience really understood what you meant. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let's have our next keyword. Okay, the word is equality. Please step forward, Mr. Valenzuela. GJ De La Cruz.
Good evening.
Good evening, GJ. Your question is, what measures can be implemented to ensure equality for LGBTQIA+ individuals in the workplace? Once again, what measures can be implemented to ensure equality for LGBTQIA+ individuals in the workplace?
Hi, good evening. I believe that these people that has been trying to work is trying their best. So I would go to Article 11166, which is anti-discrimination between ages from 20 to 29. It's anti-HIV. And then I do support people with HIV and mental health. And with resilience, optimism, and bravery, we can all do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Valenzuela. Now, let's have our next keyword. Empowering or empowerment. And Cavite, Prince Toledo. Magandang gabi.
Magandang gabi.
Your question for tonight is, how has empowerment played a role in your journey as an LGBTQIA+ individual? Once again, how has empowerment played a role in your journey as an LGBTQIA+ individual?
I am a married man and I am one son. And I think the love that I gave and the love that I get to my wife and my son is the best empowerment of my life. Thank you. Good evening.
There you have it. Thank you so much, Mr. Silang Cavite. Last but not the least, Mr. Pasig, let's get to know your keyword. The word is welcoming. Okay, please step forward, Mr. Pasig. Good evening and congratulations for making it to the top 12. You are our last semi-finalist. Are you ready for the question?
Yes, I'm ready for the question.
Yeah, okay. The question is, what role does acceptance play in fostering a welcoming community? Once again, what role does acceptance play in fostering a welcoming community?
You know what? As a Filipino, we already have that we are hospitable here in the Philippines. I came here with this competition because I know that this organization, I can actually collaborate with Mr. Gabriel Philippines with my advocacy for the people who's been left behind the shadows, who suffered from bullying, who got belittled before. Because I've experienced that before since I was a kid. I've experienced that trauma. And I want to use this organization to be the next generation of modern and empowered transformational gay men that this organization is looking for, and I think that is none other than me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pasig. And with that, we conclude our top 12 semi-finalist question. Samsung Hall, are you ready? Ready as you are. This is our top 3 finalists. Congratulations. And you can still win the crown. Let's start with Mr. Pangasinan, Bench Ortiz. Congratulations. Our next finalist for tonight. Congratulations. Mr. Malabon, Mark Bakwangan. From 19 candidates down to 12 semi-finalists, it all comes down to our top 3 finalists. Sino sa tingin nyo ang pasok sa top 3? We have one more spot. And that spot goes to you. Congratulations. Mr. Makati Lord Ramos. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024 top 3 finalists. Mr. Pangasinan, Mr. Malabon, and Mr. Makati. Congratulations, gentlemen. And thank you so much to our non-finalists as well. You guys have been amazing, and you guys are kings and queens even before this grand coronation night occurred. Once again, let's give a round of applause to our top 3 finalists. One of these gentlemen will have the chance to be crowned Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024. And of course, once we had a cut, we gotta ask them a difficult question. Let's invite here the first finalist to ever make it, Mr. Pangasinan, Bench Ortiz. Good evening, Bench, and congratulations. You've won so many accolades tonight, from the national costume to the top 12, and now you're part of the top 3. What are you feeling at this very moment?
I'm so very grateful, and I want to actually give a shout out to my friends and family, especially my gym friends, my clients from gym, from Titas of Binondo, and from Galleria, and all my friends and my partner and my friends here. Hindi ko sila makita kasi ang taas ng ilaw. Pero thank you so much. And
We love you!
Now, without further ado, we will move on to our question and answer portion. Now, I just want to explain to you the mechanics of the final Q&A. So once again, congratulations for making it to the top 3. This is going to be a one question for all format. Now, I will draw the first candidate to answer the question, which is you. The 2 other candidates will be assisted by our marshals at the soundproof isolation area backstage. So Mr. Makati, Mr. Malabon, we will see you guys again later. So we will get them and usher them to the soundproof isolation area backstage to give equal opportunities to the candidates. You guys only have 45 seconds to answer the question. And once again, you can answer it in either English or in the Filipino language. To give the final question, let me call on stage the National Director of Mr. Gay World Philippines, Mr. Wayne Renzo. Thank you so much, Mr. Wayne. Now there's only one question that stands between you and the crown. First and foremost, do you have anything to say to your fans before you answer the final question?
maraming salamat.
Okay, are you ready for the final question?
Yes.
Okay. Mental health is a critical issue, especially within the LGBTQIA+ community, where individuals often face unique challenges. As Mr. Gay World Philippines, how would you use your platform to raise awareness about mental health and support those who are struggling with mental health issues in our community? Once again, mental health is a critical issue, especially within the LGBTQIA+ community, where individuals often face unique challenges. As Mr. Gay World Philippines, how would you use your platform to raise awareness about mental health and support those who are struggling with mental health issues in our community? You have 45 seconds.
As the next Mr. Gay World, I will use the book that I co-authored. It's actually a children's book. I wrote it during the pandemic and when my grandparents died. I had so much hardship and like closely to death. By the time I created, and I want to share that and to expound my inspiration to other people, especially to the gay kids, in this generation, in this new era, that you can be whatever you want to be, even you have a lot of hardship, you can be a gay person, or you can be the great gay person as you want to be. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Pangasinan. Bench Ortiz. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's call you on stage our second finalist for tonight, Mr. Malabon, Mark Bacongan. Now, as we are fetching Mr. Gay Malabon, Mark Bacongan from the isolation booth, muli, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you that's been supporting Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024 since day one. Hello, Mark. Good evening.
Good evening once again, Kay.
Congratulations for making it to the cut for the second time. How are you feeling right now?
To be honest, I cannot expect anything too much this competition kasi this is my second time participating in this competition. The first time I joined way back 2016, where I wasn't even given a chance to enter to the semis. And right now, I am here to the top 3 and this is my proudest moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What can I say? The winds of faith is with you tonight. Are you ready for the final question?
I don't have any choice, yes.
That's actually true. Now, the final question is, mental health is a critical issue, especially within the LGBTQIA+ community, where individuals often face unique challenges. As Mr. Gay World Philippines, how would you use your platform to raise awareness about mental health and support those who are struggling with mental health issues in our community? Once again, mental health is a critical issue, especially within the LGBTQIA+ community, where individuals often face unique challenges. As Mr. Gay World Philippines, how would you use your platform to raise awareness about mental health and support those who are struggling with mental health issues in our community?
First, I believe that winning a title is not about becoming to a different individual who gains fame and power that benefits only myself. But if I have given a chance to win tonight, I want to use this platform, or I want to use that crown to share my story to all the people who experience struggling and depression towards in their life. Because I experienced a lot of difficulties. Hinusgahan ako ng maraming tao. Hindi ako tinanggap base sa kung ano yung ginagawa ko, sa kung ano yung mga nakaraan ko. And yung mga masasakit na salitang tinatanggap ko, yung mga masasakit na salitang dinidikit sa akin at hindi ako tinatanggap sa lipunan, ang istoryang yun ay yung ibibigay ko sa mga tao upang ma-inspire sila na hindi sila nag-iisa. And I can willing to offer my...
Thank you so much. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gay Malabon. Calling up our third finalist for tonight, let's have Mr. Gay Makati, Lord Ramos. Good evening, Mr. Gay Makati, and congratulations for making it to the top 3. This is your question. Mental health is a critical issue, especially within the LGBTQIA+ community, where individuals, as Mr. Gay World Philippines, how would you use your platform to raise awareness about mental health and support those who are struggling with mental health issues in our community? Once again, mental health is a critical issue, especially within the LGBTQIA+ community, where individuals often face unique challenges. As Mr. Gay World Philippines, how would you use your platform to raise awareness about mental health and support those who are struggling with mental health issues in our community?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. That's a very tough question. I was analyzing it from my heart. For the past 2 years, I've been experiencing it myself as a mental health survivor. I'm a bipolar victim, and I'm still curing myself. With the issue of mental health in our society, it is very, very easy now because our social media is the main goal and our main platform that we can enhance in helping our community. With my advocacy sa Gunting Malayo ang Mararating for the past 25 years, which is celebrating on September 2024, I've been gonna be so proud that we have supported hundreds of mga baklitas, manicuristas, barberos.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gay Makati, for inspiring everybody with that answer. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That concludes our final question and answer portion by Dr. Joseph Lee, Raven Molina, and Cody Makayan. Now, Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024 second runner-up is you. Congratulations, and please step forward. Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024 second runner-up, Mr. Gay Malabon, Mark Bangkongan. Mr. Gay World Philippines second runner-up, Mr. Gay Malabon. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And now, we have two finalists left, Mr. Gay Makati and Mr. Gay Pangasinan. We will announce Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024 first runner-up. Our first runner-up is to be awarded by Miss Barbie Arcache, Mr. Joe Zaldariaga, and Attorney Ken Galang. While our Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024 grand winner is going to be awarded by Dr. Ronivine Pagtakan, Miss Sofia Arcangel, Ralph Lim, and Mr. Michael Almazan, Miss Christine Aplal, and Sir Wayne Renzo. And now, Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024 first runner-up is... Sino sa tingin nyo? Congratulations! You are our first runner-up, Mr. Gay Makati! Lord Ramos! That means Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024 grand winner, Mr. Gay Pangasinan, Bench Ortiz. Congratulations, Mr. Gay Makati, for winning first runner-up. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024, Bench Ortiz. From Barroco. Let's give a round of applause to Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024, Mr. Gay Pangasinan, Bench Ortiz. And that concludes our grand coronation night. This has been your host, Kid Cortez, and this has been a night full of celebration and full of breakthrough. This is Mr. Gay World Philippines 2024, the new era Grand Coronation Night.